ready? Go! Go!
More of your favorite music.
Go! Go!
The all-new Chapman Radio.
Hey, what's up? This is Ryan from What's Up Closer, and you're listening to Pierce Radio on Chapman Radio.
Hey guys, I'm going to start because I can officially see that there is someone, don't know who, in the YouTube live section. I also was just sitting here and I was like, wow, this sounds like really wonky, maybe because you didn't turn your fucking headphone on. But that's okay, figured it out now. Also, want to apologize in advance because my voice. Okay. I just started speaking, but no one could hear me because I didn't turn my mic on. But anyway, I'll restart my intro. Hi guys, it's good to be back. I was just sitting here and I was like, wow, the audio sounds really weird. Like I can't hear anything because I didn't turn my headphone on or my microphone that I speak through, which is always really good to do when you're broadcasting. I also want to apologize in advance. If you can't tell, my voice isn't doing super well. I got kind of sick when I got back to school, and ever since, it's just been going in and out of this. But it's really bad this week because I was really bad this week. So my voice is mimicking how run down my body is. I get problems with my voice a lot. I have probably for the last 2 or 3, no, it's my 4th year of college. I'd say for like 4 years now since I started college, I've just been getting really bad like bronchial infections, having like losing my voice constantly for like a month. Like over the summer I got COVID and I literally lost my voice for a month and I couldn't speak. And it sucked because I like to talk. I like to talk a lot, so it sucked that I couldn't at all. But yeah, I've been asking my parents for like 2 years now to please give me the money to get my tonsils removed. But that hasn't happened yet. And I'm not sure it will for a while, but I feel like that would make a world of difference with this. I went to my doctor about it a couple years ago, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what's happening. They're like, well, you fucking chain smoke every day. I was like, you're right. Like, I do chain smoke every day. Maybe that's why I'm losing my voice. But now I'm trying to not really smoke that much. It it's going better. I wouldn't say it's going great. I'd say it's going okay. But I used to smoke like a lot, like, and I used to vape a lot, and that's when it was the worst with all this. Now it's getting better. Um, I actually haven't lost my voice in quite a while, except except over winter break I lost it, and it was for a really really humbling reason. Every week I like write up these jokes in my phone, and then I'm like, that's gonna be so funny, and then when I have to actually tell it, I get so scared. um I lost my voice over winter break, and I had a really bad oh, I thought I could see the live stream. I can't. um I I got really sick over winter break because I tried out some crazy shit from the sex shop, and it rocked my tonsils. Like, absolutely rocked my tonsils. Was not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Well, actually, no, I think, like, I wouldn't not do it again. I would not do it again. But basically, I went to the sex shop over winter break with my partner at the time, and I was like, we can get whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. I don't care. I just want to make you happy. But the one thing I wanted to get was deep throat spray because I've never been super gifted in the male department, and I was like, let me use this as an opportunity to learn something, you know? And I bought it, and it was fucking salted caramel flavored, and it worked like really well. But like, oh my god, when I tell you like the amount of like yellow 40 dye in my fucking pillow in my bedroom, like when I got back from Budapest, I was like, what the fuck is this yellow shit on my pillow? I'm like, oh my god, it's the fucking salted caramel deep throat spray. Like, as if like I wasn't going through enough of a rough time already. I was like, just nice little reminders everywhere I go. um but yeah, that's how I got really quite sick from that over winter break. It was honestly really funny because, I mean, it's just a comical situation, you know what I mean? I'm like trying to be a freak, and I just get fucked up, and I'm at like extra urgent care after. It was definitely something, but like if you struggle if you struggle with giving guys head, I highly recommend it. It was great. It was great. I actually pulled up the fucking name of it. Um it was from the store Lovers, I believe. Um yeah, it was from the store Lovers, and it's called Deeply Love You Throat Spray. That shit took me out. But from the brand Sensuva. Yeah, that's how I got tonsillitis though. It was from trying to let my freak flag fly. um I honestly, like, please, if you're the brand and you hear that, like, don't think like that was 100% the reason. I just have immune issues. And your product is awesome. But so I'm struggling a little now. I'm a little worried because I couldn't speak at all when I woke up on Saturday. Could not speak one bit, not at all. And but now I can. I have these like steroids, and I have promethazine that the doctors give me in case anything goes really bad. And I literally could not speak. There was There's not one sentence that could come out of my mouth. So I took 5 steroid pills because that's what you take the first day. And now I sound like this, which is not great. I don't know. I honestly, actually, even before college, I had issues with my voice because I played sports really seriously, and we'd be at tournaments and just yelling, like cheer, and my voice would go away then too. But it's okay. We're getting through it slowly but surely. I do need to get a virtual doctor's appointment notes for one of my teachers because I missed one of my classes because of this. But we're doing well. I hate every time I need to drink water. I'm like, do I pull the mic away? But we're doing okay. I have so much to talk to you guys about. Like, so much. I can't, there aren't even words to describe. And I'm really gonna try to tread this situation with caution since it's not legally situated yet. I'm just gonna try to not say what I want to. There's a lot of things I want to say that I'm not going to because I'm gonna tread with caution. I'm gonna hold myself to that. But I got a really, really, really scary email after my episode last week. From someone who I'm pretty sure I know who it is. 99% sure they used a fake name because they realized I wouldn't reply to them. But I got a really, really scary email of basically someone taking every single piece of information I talked about last week and trying to basically use my own experiences and openness against me to try to get what they wanted. First of all, if you're listening, I hope you know what you're doing is super weird. It's super fucking weird, and it's super, super unfair to me for you to do. And I know maybe I can't say that because it's me and I can't say what's unfair to me really, but it is. It's really fucking unfair for you to send me an email basically saying that if I don't reply to you, you're gonna kill yourself. After every single thing I talked about last week and how much I had been struggling, for you to take that and try to use my vulnerability as a weapon against me is absolutely fucking insane. I hear like dogs barking, but we're like not in a place that would really have dogs down here, so that's a bit weird. But anyway, yeah, it's super weird and it's super, super scary whatever you're dealing with. Super scary. I don't want to deal with it. I know you don't want to deal with it, but it's not my job to deal with it for you. So please leave me alone. Like, this is me formally coming on and saying, leave me alone, because I've talked to, I've talked to P-Safe about the situation, and I'm officially filing a police report tomorrow. I haven't had time to because of all of my classes. But don't you worry, whoever you are, whatever your real name is, there will be legal action taken against you. Because I am absolutely not going to tolerate another person fucking with me. No. And also, not to sound like an asshole, but I know you think you're super smart using all of these fake names. But I hate to break it to you, I'm fucking smarter than you. I know how to trace IP addresses. I have friends in tech. You're not being smart. You're being insane. You're being crazy. And all the stuff you're doing is just giving me more reason to file a police report. So please leave me alone. This is me formally asking you to leave me alone. There will be legal action taken against you. And if this continues in any way, there will be so much legal action taken against you. So, with that being said, let's get on with today's episode. The way I'm like looking at the viewers on the live stream go up and down, I'm like, did this bitch leave? Um, no, I don't know. I really, I really I don't like the stuff that's been going on, and it really upset me that with all this stuff, with the fact that you clearly listen to my episode because you watch every single move I do. You've been stalking me for months. You've been stalking my family for months. We know more about you than you think. And no, that doesn't mean we want to get to know you. It means we're getting information on you so we can get the police to get a restraining order against you. So leave us alone. Leave all of us alone. I'm sorry if whatever you think is going on is true because you're crazy. Whatever you think is going on, it's not going on. There's a reason no one's replying to you. Leave us alone. Thank you. I feel like I'm doing fucking ASMR with the way like my voice is. Also, on another note, Selma girl, I have your light in my purse still. I took it off to use and it makes like a world of a difference. Like look at that versus like this. It's like, thanks girl, I have your light in my purse. Like please remind me to give it back to you. I wrote down a lot of topics for today. We have lots of things to talk about. I was an absolute menace this week. Should not have been doing the things I was doing for sure. But you know, when you're sad and when you're down and when you feel like someone may be trying to kill you, you may do things that aren't the healthiest coping mechanisms, you know? But as I said last week, I'm trying to figure out my deal and how to fix myself. And I'm doing my best. And that's all I can do. But this week definitely was not my proudest week. Made a lot of mistakes. Embarrassed myself probably quite a bit. But that's okay. I'm gonna get through it. We all get through it. I truly, like, within my heart, I think I've struggled with, like, sadness and stuff for so long that it's not even, like, the worst emotion to me because I know how it feels, like, truly, like, embarrassment. Like, there's nothing worse than embarrassment. Like, there's nothing worse than when I'm like fuck. Like, I should not have done that. Or, like, oh my god, like, no. I had such bad anxiety this week that I literally could not touch my phone. I was like, no, that's enough. We're not even gonna look at this right now. We're not even gonna acknowledge it. There was a point where like I had it on do not disturb. I hadn't touched it in 5 hours, but I could still see it and I had to put it underneath like a pillow because it was making me anxious. I was like, no, like stay away. Yeah, but I a lot of stuff happened this weekend, or not just this weekend, this entire fucking week. So let's go through it. So basically, I had my show on Sunday. Very emotional, very good for me to get to talk about the stuff that's been going on, because it's been a lot, and it's also kind of been a lot not being able to share it, because I feel like that like coming on here and doing this is like therapy for me almost, you know? Like I get to come and speak about my feelings and just talk and kind of work through things by myself, you know? And I didn't get to do that for a long time. I was also in a foreign country for a while. So it feels really good to be back here. It was really great to do my show. Actually so scary to receive a 5-page email afterwards. I still honestly am in shock from it. Like, I actually can't believe that this person heard that I had been struggling with just like feeling okay and feeling like I don't really want to be alive. and then have someone use that as a weapon against me. Grade A manipulation. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it just was really triggering. Super, super triggering. Obviously, all the I'm gonna kill myself stuff is really upsetting. Not only for the reason of it's scary, someone else putting their life. I was gonna say their lives. They're not a cat. They're putting their life in your hands basically when you know that's not your responsibility, and it's someone who's very sick. But also just really triggering with stuff that's gone on in my life. Really, really upsetting. I mean, like, this is something you don't tell people because it makes you sound bad, but I've had, I've had 4 people, like, threaten to kill themselves if I wouldn't date them, be with them, if I left them, if I didn't reply. And so this was just really triggering. I had my ex thing. My ex gender neutral human being. When we were dating, I broke up with it. I'm gonna use it because I have no respect for you. I broke up with it because it kept talking to my friends and it was in a non-appropriate way at all. And I broke up with it and it was during COVID and I had one of my first like days ever where I was able to see my best friend at the time because she was immunocompromised and I just needed to be with her and I was like, I'm sorry, like this is where I draw the line. I was like, I care about you a lot, I love you, but what you're doing is so upsetting to me. It is so clear to everyone around me that you are cheating on me. Like, so clear. And that these people have bad intentions too. And you're okay with it and you're gaslighting me. You're gaslighting the fuck out of me, you know? And my ex partner fake committed suicide because of that. Which I haven't publicly shared ever. And it was something I don't even think my parents know because I couldn't bring it up to them because I knew they'd be like, why the fuck did you get back together with them? Yeah, but that was really traumatic, like really, really horribly traumatic. I tried calling everyone in their family, they didn't pick up. Great family members. And it basically got to a point where it was either I just pull the trigger and call the police, and we don't know if you're just having another I'm trying to get attention moment. But it was really scary. The person at the time had fake cut up their wrists. It was all fucking makeup, it turns out. And had posted some insane videos. Just really, really, I don't want to get into it too much because it's honestly still really upsetting to me that someone would ever do that to me. And it really, this person that used to be my partner was the most manipulative, insane, selfish human being I've ever met to this day. And so yeah, it was just triggering because of that. I also had another one of my exes, my ex-boyfriend, basically. There was some also for clarity, not my recent ex. He's chilling. This is like my ex-boyfriend from like a couple years ago. There was stuff he was doing to me that was absolutely not okay, and I didn't realize it wasn't okay for a long time because of how young I was. And I never reported anything he did, but someone else reported the stuff he did to Residence Life. And we then started talking, like, again after it happened. And it, not like talking, it was just like we were having like closing conversations, you know? And he basically was like, if you're gonna ruin my life, do it now, or I'll just kill myself. Like, can you live with that, Bella? I was like, oh, awesome. It's always like me with these like crazy people. Like, actually, like, insane people. Like, I know I can be crazy, but I think it's in like a different way. Where my crazy is more like self-destruction, not like I'm crazy and I'm going to kill myself because you threatened that, you know? And then I had another girl in high school say she was in love with me. Obviously, I was not in love with her. And she said that she was going to kill herself if I didn't love her back. She was also really sick. She was inpatient for a bunch of months, and I was like the only person that came to visit her because I felt bad. But yeah, so that was super, super triggering. Sorry, I'm gonna drink water and push the mic away so you can't like fucking hear me swallow 1 second. Yeah, but anyway, super triggering, just kind of set the tone for the week that it was gonna be a funky one. It's been a funky week. But yeah, it just, I mean, as I said last episode, I have post-traumatic stress disorder. Really not fun. Don't recommend. Don't recommend it. It's what the soldiers get when they come back from war, just in case anyone, like, didn't put that together. Like, that's what I have, that's what I have from the events that have corresponded in my life. But because of it, I get nerve pain in my body sometimes, and I get sick, and I just feel my emotions physically a lot, because PTSD runs through your nervous system, which really sucks, and that's probably the reason my voice is also gone and not feeling great. But so I had all that stuff happen Monday, and then Tuesday, to be honest, I was just really scared. I had a guy threaten to rape and kill me in high school. We called him the stalker. We still don't know what his name was. The police wouldn't give it to us, because apparently they don't need to disclose that, because it's illegal, but it's not illegal to hunt someone. Once again, like, I don't know. But I was just really scared. I had this guy that used to stalk me would, like, show up to my house in the middle of the night, bring notes that said absolutely insane things. I'm gonna decide if I want to tell the story about him at the end of the episode, or if I'm gonna save it for another time. Depends on how much of my voice is left throughout this. But yeah, that was really scary. I had to move out of my house for a long time. I drove with my friends to the beach today, and we passed this hotel. My friend's like, oh, I've stayed there. I'm like, oh, like, I live there. Like, I had to live there for, like, the last month of high school for me, so I didn't get, fucking murdered. Just so I didn't get murdered. But it was really traumatizing, as I'm sure anyone with basic sympathy can imagine. Really scary. I had also just turned 18, and my dad had just left for a movie, and it was all just really, really bad and scary timing, and it just felt it. I don't like this window here also, by the way. It, like, freaks me out. It was just really scary, and because of that, I kind of have, like, I kind of have this mean demeanor when it comes to me with defending myself. I am a person that will throw hands. I don't think mean was the right word to choose. I'm gonna go with nasty, because it's not mean. If you try to kill me, I'm gonna fucking try to kill you. Like, you know, like, um, but I kind of gathered this interest in learning how to fight, learning how to use weapons, learning how to defend myself. Maybe I need to take back nasty too. I'm in charge of my safety. Let's put it that way. But yeah, basically Tuesday, I had class like most of the day. I had TMS therapy. That's going great. I've been getting some headaches from it, but that's fine. But yeah, I had TMS therapy, and then I had class until 7, and me and my roommate had plans of getting dinner, and I was like, before we go to dinner, what if we go and buy a weapon? Just so I feel a little bit safer. And I'd like to preface this by saying, I am so anti-gun. Like, I am so anti-gun. But did I buy a BB gun on Tuesday night? Yes. Yes, I did. Because I want to be able to defend myself in some capacity, even if it's a little, like, metal pinball bullet. It's better than not having anything. It is scary, though, how much it looks like a real gun. Like, it looks a lot like a real gun. And my roommate was like, oh, well, that'll scare someone. I was like, no, I never want anyone to think this is a real gun, because if they have a real gun, you're fucked. Like, you're so fucked. But yeah, so I bought that. Apparently, to use a BB gun, you need to load the canister with BBs and then a whippet to pressurize it. Shout out whippets. I didn't know how to fill it. I was texting one of my friends, one of my frat friends, because I was like, I know you probably know how to do this. I was texting a couple of my frat friends about this, and I was like, I need help. And they were like, why'd you just buy a BB gun? And I'm like, because someone scared the fuck out of me. But I was trying to load the whippet. Basically, like, the BBs go in, like, this one thing, and then the bottom drops out, where, like, in a normal gun, I think that's where the rounds would go. But in this case, it's where the whippet goes. And it pulls out, and then, like, you have to, like, crank the whippet in. So I was like, oh, like, I'm supposed to crank it tight? No. That shit blew up in my hand. And, like, whippets, when they release whatever is in them, the carbon, it's just really cold. It's a lot of coldness, and I almost, like, froze my finger off. I, like, threw it at the ceiling, and it, like, dropped and smacked the ground. My roommate was like, are you okay? I was like, oh, that was, like, really stupid of me to do. But so that happened. It was crazy. My haul from, like, Big Five was just, like, semi-automatic gun, and then it was, like, Takis. Anyway, that's how Tuesday went, and then me and my roommate went to Taco Stand. And then Wednesday, I just had been kind of going back. I kept going back to my house because the thing is, my apartment address is online somewhere. And I'm like, don't look for it if you're still listening, you crazy motherfucker. But my apartment address is online, but more publicly online is my family's address, which is where my mom lives now by herself with our dogs, because my parents are divorced. And we've had some weird shit happen at our house, like, aside from just the stuff, like, with the stalker, like, there's been a lot of other stuff, like I said, about my car getting shot with a BB gun. And, like, someone throwing human feces at the car. It's not chill. Whatever, whoever's doing all this shit, not chill. But I just get a little worried about my mom, you know, I think pretty understandably. I think anyone was, especially if they're an only child. But, so, I was like, okay, like, I'll go see my mom. My friends were like, let's go to dinner. I was like, bet. One of my best friends from high school, who was affected really badly by the fires, She was in town. I was like, come out to dinner with us. Like, it'll be lit. Like, we'll have so much fun. Blah blah blah. And so I was really like thinking about some stuff. And over winter break, someone showed up to my mom's. This is so weird. I can hear people in the hallway, but like through my headphones. Someone over winter break chopped off my mailbox at my mom's house with a saw, which is super crazy. Like entire mailbox, like dead ass, like sawed all the way off. Only like a foot of the stake left. But so it scares me because I'm like, is this the same person that's contacting me doing this shit? Like, is it? My mom also found a pickaxe in our yard that's not ours. And she said, I don't think it's the gardener's. So, yeah, just some scary stuff. I was like, I'll go home, it'll be good. Me and my friends went to this really, really nice dinner at this restaurant that was sushi, Italian food fusion. Weird combo, but really good. We casually had like a couple of drinks there. We also went because one of my other best friends this week got in a really, really bad car accident and broke her arm. So we were just there to show her like, hey, we support you, we love you, it's gonna be okay. But so it was just like, it was a combo of reasons we were going out. And then basically my friend from home, who I hadn't seen, well, I had seen her like recently, but before that I hadn't seen her in quite a while. She was like, can we go out, Bella? And I was like, oh, so you're sad. Because she's going through a lot of stuff. Not my business to share what that is, but she's going through a lot. Like, a lot. And I was like, okay, you want to go out? Sure, I'll go out. I have class tomorrow, but that's fine. So we were like, let's go to Barney's Beanery on a Wednesday night in WeHo. And if you're from LA, you know that is karaoke night at Barney's Beanery, also known as the Influencer Olympics. It is insane on there on Wednesdays. So me and my friend have my mom pick us up. Sorry, I need to grab water 1 second. Like, I have to clip this episode because of how many like gaps there are because of my voice, but whatever. We go to Barney's Beanery. We're like in line. The line is like not moving quickly because there's a bajillion people in there. And like, I'm not sounding like a bitch, but I'm not a person that likes to wait, and I'm also not a person that has to wait at a lot of places. So when I do, it just makes it not really fun being there. So I see this girl like walk up and just like get let in, and like, and I was like, oh, let me try that. Then again, this girl that did this is fucking Tara Yummy. But I was like, oh, okay, here's one of the first influencers I've seen to roll in. I see like her ex-gothic boyfriend like in the window. But I was like, let me see if that works. And it did work. I got let in. It was just like the bouncer that... Oh, sorry. There was a shift in lighting, and I thought someone like turned the lights off outside, and it scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, this is dead, so the lighting's gonna be ass for the rest of the episode, but that's okay. Nothing we're not used to. But the bouncer outside of Barney's was just, he was talking about how he learned he's like, wants to see a card trick. He's like, talking about all these card tricks he learned while he was in prison. I'm like, okay, like, I want to go inside. It's time for me to, like, get a corona. Like, sorry, I see people walking in the window. It's, like, creepy having a window behind you. But I was like, let's go in, like, great, we got in finally. It's just, like, actually, like, insane, the people that are there. As I stated last episode, I don't have awesome vision at night. It's, like, moderate. It's moderate, and so I can't see what people look like a lot. I'm just like, oh, like, that's a white guy with brown hair, you know? And I see this, like, guy looking at me, and I'm like, who's that? And then when I get closer, it's fucking Rob from Love Island. It's like this snake charmer. Like, I was like, okay, like, whoa, it's a lot going on. But we went to Barney's Beanery, saw everyone and their mother that's ever existed in your phone. I blacked out like a goddamn light. We ran into one of my other friends from home. I had someone, like, grab me, and I was like, the fuck? And I was about to throw hands. I turned around. He was like, no, it's just me. I was like, oh, like, sorry. Like, didn't mean to scare you that I was gonna hit you. Like, and we had a great time. Me and my best friend from home, and then my other best friend that we accidentally ran into. We had an awesome fucking time. We ran into a bunch of people we know. I ran into this girl who's a bunch of PR I know. She's super nice. She does happen to have the same name as my TMS therapist, though. So I did accidentally call the PR woman the next day, because we had talked on the phone at some point, apparently, instead of calling my TMS therapist. I also ran into the girl that did all the gifting for me at Revice last time. Pretty sure I embarrassed the fuck out of myself. When I tell you, I'm not a person to spend money on drinks at, like, clubs and places, but when I tell you, my wallet's been open. My wallet's been open, and not because I'm like, this is a good idea, but because I get so drunk I don't fucking care about the price of it, which is horrible. Horrible, especially since I don't have a lot of money. So I'm trying to work on that. Actually, it was scary checking my Chase statement the day after Wednesday. I woke up, literally, like, rose out of bed, was so unwell, just had to go back to school so I wouldn't miss class and I was on time. And I pulled up to class, just so obviously, like, not good looking. Like, clearly not doing well. Oh, also, another thing I forgot to add. On Tuesday, I also got my hair dyed. So, if you look at my head and you think my bangs are a lot lighter than the back of my head, just know that that's not what I wanted. My hair is giving, like, the anime hair, like, a little right now. And I kind of like it. Like, part of me kind of likes it. It's definitely not what I asked for. Love my hairdresser, but I think, like, she accidentally lifted the front way too much. I dyed my hair back to my natural color, which is, like, dirty blonde. So having the front be platinum is interesting. It's an interesting choice for sure. But so if you ever think, hey Bella, your hair looks different, I know. I don't need you guys. I don't need anyone to tell me my hair looks bad. Already thought that myself. I also recut my bangs. Don't look at them right now, they're not sitting well. But I feel so cunty with the bangs now. I also feel like it made me hotter. I was trying to think, like, I feel like after you break up with someone, that's not what happened. I got broken up with. But after you go through a breakup, you're, like, I feel like you try to think of how to make yourself hotter. And so this is my thing. Bangs with the anime hair. Anyway, so that was Tuesday. Wednesday happened. Actually made one of the biggest mistakes I made Wednesday in a while. I did something I shouldn't have done. really should not have done it. Really stupid move. Really, I could tell I was not sober because I would never do that when I'm sober. Sorry, I like need to push this away again. It is so hard to talk this long with my voice like this. Also, I'd like to give this opportunity. My friends said they tried to call in last time and it didn't ring, and I think that's because I didn't turn the phone on. But if anyone wants to call in, I'm going to give that opportunity now. The number is 714-516-6187. I don't know if you guys are still on the stream. I'll give it to you again. 714-516-6187. And I'm that was a mistake. Oh wait, did that just turn the phone on? Okay, so now I think the phone's on, but its input sound isn't on through my ears, which we're gonna go with that for now, that's okay. Sorry if I fuck up the phone again. But yeah, woke up on Thursday, wanted to die a little bit, went to class. Went to class, had more class than had more class. Thursday I have 7 hours of class. 7. I'd also like to mention I woke up and didn't even have time to shower. So I'm in my hangover sweats for all of these classes I have. And I just feel so unwell. One of my classes is a 3-hour entrepreneurial finance lecture. And I had to literally get up and just leave. I had to leave and I just go sit outside for 20 minutes, and I did that 4 times during it. I did that 4 times because I was just feeling really uneasy. A lot of stuff has happened as of recent. I was like, it's time to get out, but was actually struggling so much with that. And then decided, after I had class from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., and I had TMS therapy, and I had a raging headache, I decided it's going to be a really good idea right now if I go out to the fucking bars. That's what I decided. Even though my roommate told me she literally couldn't go with me. I get such a fear of missing out on things that I feel like if I don't go, it'll be the one time that I'm fuck, I should have been there. You know what I mean? Maybe that's crazy. Maybe that's alcoholism. I don't know. I was let me go to the bar. So I texted my neighbor. She's awesome. And we decided to go together. Because I had 7-10, I didn't eat dinner. I ate some Cheez-Its. I took 2 Advil liquid gel, high strength, instant release. And I was let me go to the bars. I took 2.5 shots at this girl's house. Didn't feel anything. This is the problem with me too. I won't feel the alcohol, and then I'll way overdrink. Way overdrink to the max. And we went to the D, and then we went to Paul's, and then we went back to the D, and then we went back to Paul's. And then we went back to a frat house. That's really where I started. That's really where most of the bad decision making was made. But yeah, we went to the D. It was chill. Slam shots at Paul's. Got a Red Bull bucket at Paul's too. Slam more shots at the D. I actually genuinely the other night, I don't know how much alcohol I consumed, but I know I wasn't anywhere close, or maybe I think I was literally on the brink of blacking out. But when I think the most dangerous version of yourself is when is when you're about to black out, but you're not. So you're consciously making these decisions. I was doing dumb shit. I honestly, I was fine when I was like at the bar. I should have left the bar. I should have left from the bar back to my house instead of going to someone else's house. Because that's where I embarrassed the fuck out of myself. I did things I should not have done that caused me to text people I shouldn't have texted. And it was just really embarrassing. It was so fucking embarrassing. And it's just, I've been like pretty good about like putting on a face, you know, not looking like I'm psychotic. And I was like, I look like I am crazy. Like, these people think I'm crazy now. But it's okay. I'm like still haven't scrolled down in my messages. Like I literally will only leave my messages of what I can like see when my phone's like this, like without moving down. But yeah, that was not a good night for me. Really, really bad. Really bad. So bad. So embarrassing. So embarrassing that this is then on Friday. So from me doing all this is how I got really sick. I woke up, I felt like ass. I felt like fucking ass. My like throat was literally swollen shut. I couldn't speak at all. I was having like hot flashes. It was not chill. I woke up and I was like, you know what? I can't do anything I was supposed to do today because of what I did yesterday, which was also just really like shitty because I keep telling myself I need to reel it in with the partying and what I'm doing because I know the way I am. I like either am really like this or really like this. I'm either really going crazy or I'm doing absolutely nothing. And I had been doing absolutely nothing for months because I was in a relationship. I was happy. I didn't feel the need to find external validation. Or like black out to the gods. And then now that that's gone, I'm like back on cloud nine. And I need to be careful because even my mom told me, she was like, hey, just so you know, like, it's insane how much you can drink. Like, it's really crazy. And I was like, you're right. But I woke up Friday. I had to miss my class because I was so sick. I had to miss Cares Club, which I was really excited to go to. Speaking of Cares Club, I did the clothesline project this week, which was also, I think on Monday. I think it was on Wednesday. That was really therapeutic and really nice and really great to get to share my side of one of my stories. I'm pretty sure though the guy I wrote the shirt about tried to say hi to me at the bars the other night. That's a detail I left out too. I have no contact order against him, so he can't legally talk to me on campus. There's a lot of places that are on campus. And I just, like, I had to walk by him to get out, and I just, like, I was sweating. Like, because I was nervous. I'm, like, grabbing my neighbor's hand, like, gripping it to the gods. And we walk by this guy, and, like, 2 seconds later, I hear, hey, Bella. And I think it was probably him, like 70% chance. I don't know if that's like a threat or what you're trying to do with that, but let's not say hi again. Yeah, but so that happened. Lots of fun memories with. I think that's also actually that was right before I like left, and okay, let me explain one detail of why I'm scared, of why I'm embarrassed. So, I was blacklisted from this one fraternity for a very long time because of this man that really didn't like me for a long time. And we're like chill now. Like we're chill. And I was with my other friends in his frat, and then we ran into him. And we all went back to the same place. And my friend was like, have you been here? And I was like, no, remember I was blacklisted for a year. I was blacklisted for a fucking year. Like, and I'm just going off about this. And on God, I don't know if the guy that blacklisted me was in the car or not. I don't know why he wouldn't be in the car. But, like, I feel like I wouldn't have said that if he was in the car. But now I'm like, was he in the car? But honestly, that's like, it's like, that's honestly not that embarrassing considering, like, my actions I did later. But yeah, so that happened. Then Friday happened, and I don't know. It just like sucked. It was really. I also fucked up one of my assignments for school, which I need to reach out to the teacher about. But it's like really disappointing, you know, when you know you're a certain way, and you've been trying to fight like these urges for a long time, and you're just losing the ability to, you know. Like, I drank every single day this week, which isn't good. It's really not good. And I'm trying to fix that because alcohol's a depressant. And as I said last show, I think binge drinking and a lot of stuff is really normalized in college. So I'm trying to denormalize that for myself because my body and my mind are worth it. And addiction is a disease. And I need to remind myself that. So, like, it is, like, fun and silly and, like, haha, like, let me throw back. Oh my god, someone just looked through a window and scared the fuck out of me. I really didn't like that. That was really creepy. It's hard to be disappointed in yourself. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna request they get a new curtain. It's really sad when you're Oh. One second. Sorry, do you guys have a show? We do. Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I was the last people. I was like, can I just say bye really quick?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, don't. Mine's like the last time on the show form, so I thought, or on the show form they sent me.
Sorry.
Oh no, don't worry. Okay, hey guys, there's a show after mine. It turns out at midnight, so I need to stop. But I'll see you next week. Bye.